Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. I've got my boy Toby.
We're back
over here.
This week in startup. So, like we do every week, but this week, sadly,
it's our final week for the year.
And he had a haircut for the occasion.
Toby actually wants to call this vlog "This Week in Josh's Haircuts," but I told him that we're probably not allowed.
We actually passed each other in the bathroom. Or I was walking in, you were walking out. I was like, "This week in startups, we got to talk about the haircut."
We got to talk about.
Do you want to give a shout out to your barber?
Yeah, my barber. We got Jimmy, we got Maddie. Awesome dudes down at Urban Man in Malvern.
Not Ali.
Not Ali.
Not Ali Barber.
Not.
All right, let's get on with the show.
I love shout outs. So we got Ticket Booth.
Yep.
A local platform.
Yep.
Hold on.
How are you? Good.
Hello.
What are we doing here? So,
cheers.
We did say this was the last vlog for the year, and people are getting a little bit,
starting early.
Yep.
Wednesday afternoon.
I came in here this morning and actually said, hey, we've got like 2.5 days left. Looks like you guys are already there.
Oh, we're starting early. We're lawyers, we're like.
So, for those of you that don't know, this is Legalite, and actually you guys have some news.
Yeah, we actually, Legalite won Best Law Firm in the NAB Professional Services Awards recently.
There you go.
So, Australia-wide.
I feel like we need a drink.
Exciting. Yeah, you guys,
We
we've got
need to get a drink. So I'll actually link Legalite's details in the description below. Guys, congratulations. Way to finish the year.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Very cool. Well, we're going to get on with the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy. Congrats.
Go guys.
See you guys.
Help yourself to the wine.
Yeah, we will. My mum would say this is for Ron. If you don't know who Ron is, do you know who Ron is?
I have no idea who Ron is.
It's later on. Later on? Get it? See? Anyway. Alright.
Great dad joke, Toby. So we got Ticket Booth, a really, really cool local provider. They're like a ticketing platform that works kind of between Eventbrite and Ticketek.
Yep.
For those medium-sized events that don't quite fit into both.
Yep.
What's really cool is that they're offering a whole suite of solutions to go with ticketing. So they have these audience tools that is like marketing and helps brings in social media to promote an event.
Yep.
And automates that process for an event organizer.
Yep.
They also have Token, which is like RFID wristbands that help track motion around a venue so you can see where your people are placed,
Great.
how to allocate your staff, but it also is for bar tabs.
Love
so
it.
you can track drink stock live.
I actually saw a really cool, I know we're digressing a lot today. It is the last one. I actually saw a guy who has so here at Creative Cubes, every member gets a fob, right? With Creative Cubes on it.
I got a fob.
This guy had some of the technology tied in to a little clip that goes on his wristband.
Genius.
And so he just opens the door.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's got nothing to do with RFID.
It's got nothing, but I love it.
You talking about RFID, and I just was like, oh man.
Man, I saw this guy open a door in a really cool way.
Wristband. It was awesome.
No, I love it. And so Ticket Booth is a really, really cool startup. Because they've done all these things, they've bootstrapped the entire way, only been around since 2015.
Good work, guys.
But recently they've just rejected a bid for a $22 million takeover. For an Aussie company in Australia, only operating in Australia, that's huge.
Wow.
It's really good, really impressive, and so
wait,
congrats.
so they bootstrapped, they're obviously valued at 22 million.
Well, yeah, they might consider themselves more. They've rejected 22 million.
Well,
said,
they
no
clearly
way, yeah.
So it's very interesting because, see, for me as an entrepreneur, I'm less excited about the money.
Yeah.
I'm really more excited about executing the vision.
Exactly.
And obviously here we're delivering happiness on a daily basis. So it's very interesting on whether or not some of these guys have either been around the block before, they're founders, and like they want to hold on, or whether or not they actually
first-time entrepreneurs just like headstrong, giving it a go.
Amazing.
It's really good.
Hey, good job, guys. I like that. I do like that. I like that for a couple of reasons. So long as it's not a foolish decision, I do like that. So,
I like the confidence to back yourself and go all the way. And just when you're faced with $22 million, it's not easy for founders or a founding group to just say no.
Yeah.
You know, you like knowing that you could regret that decision a couple of years down the track.
Yeah.
So good work, guys.
I think Snapchat may be one of those regrettable situations when I think Zuck offered him a couple of bills.
Yep.
and he said no, he wants to go by himself. And you know, last time I checked, they weren't doing so well.
No,
So, but yeah, so good on you guys. I really hope you know, all good things happen to you guys in 2018 and beyond.
Definitely.
What else?
So we had yesterday.
Yep.
We had the fastest run of the Hyperloop ever. Fastest test run.
I think that actually we have been unsuccessful this year, or the last 3 months, in doing This Week in Startups without mentioning something to do with Tesla or Elon or SpaceX.
We can't help it. He's everywhere. And I think
Hyperloop.
I guess the best thing about Elon is that he drives innovation in so many different areas, and he's not afraid of competition.
Sure.
So for those that don't know out there, the Hyperloop is to revolutionize, I guess, public transport,
Totally.
offering theoretical maximum speeds of 1,100 kilometers per hour.
Ooh,
so if we compare that to a 747 flying in the air,
That's pretty
that
much-
reaches 950
I was
kilometers
going
per
to
hour.
say, yeah. 'Cause I look at that
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. It depends where you are. If you're traveling internationally, it goes a lot faster.
Yeah.
If you're traveling domestically. And by the way, I learned this as well. The jets can, or these 747s and big Boeing, they can go a lot faster. But there are speed regulations in the air.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many
Interesting.
aircraft in the air. They, although there's no technical highway, they actually have to abide by a certain
limit
speed
themselves.
and limit themselves.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like
so Hyperloop outperforming. Well, I don't think they're
Well,
outperforming.
theoretically, can outperform the speed of flying, or the allowable speed of flying anyway. But the thing is with the Hyperloop, it's untested, it's expensive. So what Elon did when he launched, he said, hey, here's my idea for the Hyperloop, and it's open source. So anyone come on, give it a go. So there's a few players in the field. The Virgin Hyperloop one was the one that tested yesterday
Yep.
and reached those incredible speeds.
Yep.
So really kudos to them. That's really cool stuff. 387 kilometers per hour.
So it's now Sir Richard versus Sir Elon.
So Richard versus Sir Elon.
I'm waiting for Jeff Bezos to get in there and a couple of other guys.
We'll see if Jeff can sell something on board, he'll be there.
Oh, for sure. you can, I wonder if Amazon Fresh will be able to hit. Yeah, here's your delivery. Oh, no,
The last mile delivery going faster than the Hyperloop, I think
love
so. Elon, obviously, we love him, and he loves competition. What I really loved, I read an article this week about new semi-trucks, electronic semi-trucks that are going to be competing directly with Tesla.
Yep.
These are really cool, sexy-looking trucks. They do the same thing for the same price point as Tesla. What I love, it's like a little guy really trying to get into the game. 18 employees. They're working off the back of existing supply chains and truck manufacturers to scale their business.
Wait, so hold on. Are you talking like mum's minivan? Or are
No,
you
the
talking about
semi-trucks that go like
Okay.
on highways for the short journeys. We spoke
Okay.
about it, I think, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so.
Yeah.
So they've hired engineers from like Boeing and other pretty cool companies, and they're going to be ready in 2019. So I'm excited to see how they play against major players like General Motors
Sure.
and Tesla in that kind of market.
You know what I'm looking for? If anyone wants to listen, I'm looking for a family vehicle that's autonomous that can enable two things. One, if I'm like hustling during the work week, I can just get in the car and I can continue to work out while
While you're driving,
while
while you're being
I'm-
driven.
While I'm being driven.
Yep.
And everyone goes, yeah, just get an Uber. No. Or alternatively, I'm looking for, I have 2 little kids and a wife and the dogs. I'm looking for a vehicle where the 4 of us can face each other and the car just goes and we can kind of play cards and games.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
How weird is it that we still have the same formation of when cars were originally built, that there's 2 front seat and 2 back seat drivers? Well, the back seat drivers are the worst, but, but it hasn't really changed all that much. So there's a lot of room for revolution, I guess, in how cars operate and look and how we interact with them. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I'm looking for something like that. Like I'm in the market to buy my wife a new car, and would really like to. I'm trying to like talk her into a minivan, but like a pimped out,
Just like big 22s on it.
Well,
like, yeah.
less on the bling, but more on the luxury inside.
Yeah, of course.
Like maybe getting like a Toyota Hiace.
It's a massive car.
That's like a proper van, but like gutting it out, putting like beautiful car. We're getting way off topic. But if someone could do it out there,
contact Toby.
Yeah.
He wants your services.
happily give you a deposit.
So on the transport topic,
Yeah.
I think, and driverless transport too, what's really cool, Waymo,
Yep.
Google's driverless cars, please come here soon. I don't want to drive anymore. Take me everywhere.
Yep.
Be really cool. So Waymo has just logged, they've hit a couple milestones recently. One of them is that they've logged 4 million miles on public roads.
Wow.
That's huge.
Big number.
It's a big number. Their first million miles took them about a year and a half. This last million took them only 6 months. So it's increasing. They're getting more cars out on the road, more data to help them.
Oh, so you're saying a fleet? Because I'm
fleet,
thinking,
yeah,
I'm just
no,
thinking
it's not a
myself-
single car.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking to myself, wait, hold on a second. I'm driving about 10,000 kilometers a year.
How is it getting to 4 million?
Wow. That's a big number.
Yeah, it's a big number.
But it's a fleet. Okay, cool.
And so you probably know with driverless cars, the biggest problem is that it's not exposed to enough situations.
Yeah.
So I was reading some cool articles this week about Waymo actually exposing their cars to these unique situations. They've actually logged 20,000 unique situations where they have a team to come up with ridiculous ideas about what kind of situations someone could be in or the car could be in.
Yep.
So one of them is a person jumping out of a canvas bag in front of the car. Another one is a person lying down on their skateboard rolling in front of the car.
I could see that happening. I don't
Definitely.
know about the paper bag.
The bag thing is kind of weird. So they've got all these people. Good job, by the way.
Yeah.
You're just coming up with awesome ideas on how to jump in front
I
of
don't
cars.
think you need to go home. I don't think you need to go to work straight.
And what?
Go to work tripped out and like come up with all these psychedelic ideas.
It's like, yeah, man. I think we can. So Waymo's been also doing. I think they're getting ready to launch in 2018.
Okay.
They've just taken on an insurance provider, Trov. So do you know about Trov?
Yep.
Trov is like a tech insurer, and what they do,
Are they here in Australia?
they launched in Australia and the UK actually, but they launched for like cameras and things like that. But
Yeah.
now this is their first corporate partnership with Waymo,
Okay.
and they track usage in micro durations.
Yep.
So you'll only be insured for the time that you're in the car,
Yep.
or Waymo will be paying for that insurance at that time. For the time you're in the car, and depending on like the situational danger,
Yep.
traffic, all those kinds of things, and that will. So it's adaptive insurance, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, so I guess much like maybe like a co-working office or alternatively like an Uber, you pay for what you use,
Exactly.
not for what you think you may use. I like it. That's disruptive.
And I think, it's pretty exciting that insurance companies are like being changed, because usually classically insurance, you're just insuring yourself for the whole year
Yep.
for all these what if situations that may or may not happen.
Yep.
And I think insurance is one of those areas that's ripe for disruption.
Totally.
One insurance company that has kind of been disrupting the field a lot, we've heard a lot about them last year and in this year's Lemonade.
Yep.
Do you know about Lemonade?
Do it.
So pretty much Lemonade offer you the option to donate your policy premium or the leftover policy premium that you have to a charity. So it relies on you to be honest and say, yeah, I'm not actually going to claim this because it's better served at a charitable organization.
Interesting.
So it's a B Corp in the US.
Good on them.
So they're really cool.
Love B Corp.
And I think what's really cool is that they've actually just secured $120 million in funding from Softbank. So we spoke about Softbank, our Japanese investors, and they are super awesome.
Have they got much money left?
I don't know, their portfolio is looking absolutely ridiculous now.
I heard of another investment that they were doing earlier this week, and the numbers are outrageous.
Yeah.
But so long as that checkbook stays dry,
Yeah, they're doing
keep
fine.
writing, guys.
Yeah, so Softbank, good work.
I like it because they are investing in the future. I like it because they're giving the startups, which are the small guys, an opportunity
Definitely.
rather than taking a more of a what's the word, like a fear position,
Yeah,
or
like a risk-averse.
a risk-averse position.
Yeah.
Risk-averse banks. So yeah, I like it.
And that's this week in startups.
That's this year and stuff.
That's this year in startups.
We're going on a vacation. Where are you going for holidays?
I'm going to Byron Bay.
So jealous.
A few weeks on the beach. Hopefully I come back with a bit of a tan.
You should. I'm heading to winter. I'm going to Los Angeles.
Nice. Winter?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I actually will be skiing.
Nice.
Just for the day.
Okay.
I'll be waking up in the morning in Santa Monica, heading to Big Bear Mountain, skiing till about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then heading back to Santa Monica.
Sweet, it's beautiful.
So I can almost surf in the morning, ski in the afternoon, or ski in the mid-morning and be back surfing late afternoon if I needed to. So that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
We will resume 2018.
2018.
When are you back?
15?
We might resume the week after to give the market some time to give us some content.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure.
Toby, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you for a cool year.
Yeah. And thanks for tuning in. We look forward to delivering you more early next year. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.